All right, now joining us in studio, this guy is approaching $1 billion in real estate transaction. He is a pros pro. He speaks on stage in front of thousands of realtors. He is one of the leaders with Pacific Sotheby's International. Seth O'Byrne, also, last but not least, a great friend of mine, joins us in studio. Good to have you here, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Welcome back to town, the international man. I know the Sotheby's an international company,
yeah,
and you're an international top-producing realtor.
Yeah, well, it was pretty fun, going on that trip to Indonesia because, travel is something that's always my passion. But being able to go out to countries all over the world to see beautiful beaches, beautiful architecture, beautiful real estate, and have a Sotheby's office in almost every place that we like. I mean, we like to travel to beautiful places, and every beautiful place has a Sotheby's sign. So it was cool to be able to network in Indonesia as well.
Yeah, Sotheby's is an international brand.
Yeah.
But what you guys have done here in San Diego is fascinating. You just opened up the most impressive real estate office ever, or close. Tell us about the office.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, 1111 Prospect. I always forget the number of ones in that. Is awesome. It's right across the street from the La Valencia Hotel, which is truly an international hotel. If any hotel in San Diego brings the international, really affluent community to San Diego, it's the La Jolla La Valencia Resort and Hotel. And so it's opened up right across the street there. And what's amazing about it, obviously there's a Rolls Royce in the facility. You've got this beautiful multi-paneled plasma screen TVs that are streaming the videos, both local and international videos of our properties.
Very cool.
But what's really cool about it is I think it's Sotheby's making a very strong statement because it is our global center for all of Pacific Sotheby's. But it's Sotheby's in San Diego making a statement. We are ready to broadcast San Diego to the international community.
Awesome. Well, it's pretty fascinating to watch. I have a unique relationship with this marketplace, and I think at the core, I love marketing, and the way you guys have developed your brand and influence here in San Diego, and not to mention the international branch. It's truly fascinating. What's new with you, though?
Yeah.
I mean, what's going on with you?
Yeah, it's been a busy last couple months. Like I had to take that vacation I just came back from.
Yep.
One of the things that what's very interesting, and for many years we've been coming on and on TV and talking about all the different facets to our business. It's a little hard to peg us into one specific marketing channel. And so we go after things that excite us, and there's many things that excite us, but we focus on those that we're the best at and we have the most energy for, and we pour 110% into that. And so one of the things that we just did, and I know I was talking to you before we went on show about this bespoke marketing, which just like your suit being a buff guy that works out every day, and me being a skinny guy, right? Yes, exactly.
Personally tailored
with the stitching.
If people knew how inexpensive my suits were, they would laugh. But so tailored.
Tailored.
Yep.
And that's the concept essentially. Is my suit might not fit you, your suit might not fit me, but we found someone who can make our suits fit ourselves, right?
Yep.
And that's what Bespoke is all about, is every piece of property, every new construction project, every marketing idea needs to be approached with a unique and bespoke fashion. So it fits, the marketing fits the property.
Versus the cookie cutter approach that a lot of agents will take on a home. And not to mention the luxury market, which I know is a big focus of yours. All these homes are so unique.
Yeah.
It kind of requires that.
Well, yeah, and so, and along that same vein, that's why, Zephyr Development, major name in development here in San Diego County, asked the O'Byrne team to be involved and be a marketing partner, much like Bosa Development asked us to be a marketing partner on Pacific Gate, because we have a huge social network of successful young entrepreneurs. They're looking to buy metro real estate, in the urban centers. And so, just last month, or right before, I went on my trip, we threw an amazing event. It was a grand opening for their building, The Park, which is right across the street from Balboa Park. It's a mid-rise building, and it's one of the highest price per square foots that you're going to see in all of Metro San Diego for a mid-rise. Their biggest event before that was about 70 people. We had almost 350 people come through that event.
Wow.
And got a lot of signups, a lot of interest, and that was a really cool thing. It was great to see that work.
So, and now that's a project. Talk to me about some of the properties that you have, the individual home sellers, getting back to that bespoke marketing and how you tailor it for some of the things you have going on now.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I think part of the idea of bespoke marketing is You don't basically take, I'm going to do these flyers, this video, take these photos, and it's just plug and play. Now, for a business, plug and play is a lot more efficient. Let's be honest. You can scale plug and play.
Yep.
But when you operate in the high end like we do, you have to take each property and consider it as a project in its own.
Okay.
So it gets its own logo, brand, name, and you really get to the core of what the most probable demographic is going to be for that property. Because if you know who you're going to talk to, you know how to talk to that person.
What are some of the examples of the properties that you have where we're doing the stuff on?
Yeah. So for example, we have a property that we just put on the market. In fact, we did a beautiful, beautiful 3D walkthrough via Matterport. I know we did it in the field shoot for that. That property, 280 Montecito in Hillcrest, just shy of 800,000. It's a stunning architectural masterpiece.
So this isn't like a multi-million-dollar property. You're talking about an $800,000 home. And so you even take that approach. Being from the Midwest, it's hard to say a lower price home. It's not at all. It's a very high price home. But this isn't like it has to be a $5 million Seth O'Byrne property. This is an $800,000 listing in Hillcrest.
Yes, and what it's about is, luxury real estate isn't luxury real estate because it's big. It's luxury because it serves a need. It creates a lifestyle around it. And what we saw that was so unique about this property, and we try to find this in all our listings, is you could actually pull your car into the property itself. So you literally, with the collapsible doors and the patio, the builder, Eduardo Posada, who's a contemporary Mexican architect who designed it, very modern, very sexy, very cool property with the idea that you can pull in your beautiful work of art car every day, wake up every morning, have your guests see your car at parties and events. And so what we realized...
See, now that's going to appeal to the car guy or the collector.
Yes.
Or maybe you pull that 1913 Rolls Royce from Sotheby's over there, right? I've heard about that. It's unreal.
Well, and that's what we realized when we looked at this. And, we sat around a table, 10, 11 of us on our marketing team, and we went, beautiful cars can be in the property. The property's hyper luxury, super modern. These are both two showpieces. What's the key demo, right? We realized the key demo is someone who likes nice things, who appreciates contemporary stuff, and really has a zest for both automobiles and residential real estate. And so we crafted our entire marketing campaign around trying to find that buyer. Another one that we had that's a good example is 1922 Felton. That's a property we just inked a deal on. It's not even on the market yet. Okay. It's in the mid ones in your neck of the woods in South Park. It's right over the canyon, ultra contemporary, similar to the Montecito property. They called us because they actually, we've gotten a little bit of some interest for our market preparation and staging that we've become really known for. So, this last week we put our entire marketing team in there, did color schemes for the property, did an
Staging is an important element of taking a home to the market?
Unbelievable, especially a contemporary project like that.
Got it. Well, I think the big takeaway for our audience here is that especially in San Diego, all these homes are unique. You have older homes, you have these more modern homes, and certainly the multi-million-dollar properties that are always cool for us to look at. They all require a special touch, no matter what price range. And when you're buying a home, there's that emotional element to it, especially if you're taking the home internationally into the marketplace. We have international buyers coming to San Diego. So crafting that marketing plan, nobody does it better than Seth O'Byrne. I appreciate you sharing some of your real examples with us here today.
Yeah.
Visit him online. What's the best website for you?
SethSold.com is the easy one to remember.
Yep. SethSold.com. You got tons of videos and content, micro market stuff. So Seth, thanks for coming on the show. Always good having you on. Keep up the good work. All right, that is all for our guests today. When we come back, we're going to wrap things up, give you some advice coming up here on The American Dream.